Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to address another question that I get a lot, and that is in regards to ACX and their pay structures. In terms of which one is best for me, what are the differences between them, which one should I pick? So that's what we're going to dive in today in today's video, so let's get to it. So here is ACX's breakdown of production earnings and costs. The first one we come to is pay for production. This is for rights holders that don't want to share in their royalties with a producer. They want to collect all of the royalties on their own, and they want to pay a producer up front for a buyout or a upfront fee, which is a per finished hour. And per finished hour could be $50 per finished hour up to $250 per finished hour, which is pretty much typical, and it could also go up from there. And keep in mind, a finished hour is defined as roughly 10,000 words. And that 10,000 words, that finished hour, includes the narration, the editing, the mastering, the formatting. So that finished hour could actually be 3 to 5 hours worth of work. So for instance, if you charged $50 per finished hour, and you had a 50,000 word book, roughly a 5-hour running time of a book, that $50 per finished hour would pay you $250. If you charged $100 per finished hour for a 50,000 word book, you would be paid $500, and so on and so on. But again, keep in mind that that finished hour includes the entire hour of finished audio from start to finish. So it includes the narrating, the editing, the mastering, and the formatting. So again, that finished hour could be 3 to 5 hours worth of work for the narrator, depending on your speed and your skill and how, if you've got all of your presets and your editing down pat. But for a rights holder, the benefit of that is that if you pay the narrator up front, they don't share with you any of the royalties that you earn on that book. You keep 40% of your royalties from that book if you go exclusively with Amazon to distribute the book. You earn 25% of the royalties if your book is non-exclusive with ACX, meaning that you also have your book distributed by, Findaway Voices or any of those other ones. That fee that the narrator is paid up front as a per finished hour rate is a buyout. They don't share any of the royalties with you. The next type is royalty share and royalty share plus. Now, royalty share means that both the rights holder or author and the narrator or producer split any of the sales royalties on that book for the entire 7 years that it is listed with Amazon, meaning they split that 40% royalty. So the rights holder would receive 20% of all royalties on that book, and the narrator would receive 20% royalties on that book. The benefits to the rights holder is that there is nothing to pay out of pocket. You basically select your narrator, complete the audiobook, and any of the sales that you make on that book, you share in those royalties with that narrator for the 7 years that the book is listed. Royalty Share Plus is a little bit of both of these, meaning that you share the royalties and the narrator is also paid typically a smaller per finished hour up front. The benefits of this for the rights holder is that you have access now to a little bit more seasoned narrator. The offer of a payment up front is going to entice more narrators to audition for your book as well. And the benefit of this for the narrator is that these are typically, in my experience, a little bit of a longer book where you're paid for your time up front, and then you also receive a little bit of the royalties as well. But the per finished hour is typically a smaller amount, meaning a royalty share plus is usually, as I have seen, $50 per finished hour plus royalty share, or $100 per finished hour plus royalty share. So you typically don't see, $250 per finished hour plus royalty share. It's usually a smaller amount for per finished hour because you're also sharing in those royalties. So for instance, the offer could be $50 per finished hour plus royalty share, meaning for a 50,000 word book, you would receive $250 plus 20% of all of the royalties from the sale of that book for the next 7 years. And for my rights holders or authors that watch this video as well, you could also do it yourself. If you wanted to take the time and you had the equipment and the skill and the know-how, you could narrate your own book, edit it, format it, master it, and submit it to ACX all on your own. And then, of course, there would be no out-of-pocket cost. You would also receive all of your royalties, 40% if you go exclusively with Amazon, and 25% if you are non-exclusive with Amazon. Another thing I wanted to touch on was the bounty payment. After the book is done and it's produced and it's ready for retail, Amazon will send you a specific link for your book. Now, this is the link that you want to share on social media, on YouTube, anywhere where anyone can see it. Because when someone clicks on that link and they're not an Audible member and they sign up for Amazon and they sign up through Amazon through your link, then you receive a bounty for each one of those purchases. If you pay the narrator a per finished hour, then you, the rights holder, will receive $75 every time that referral link is used to make a first purchase by a new Audible member. If you selected the royalty share terms, you and your narrator will share $50 every time that referral link is used, meaning every bounty will get you and the narrator $25 for each one. So these can also add up as well. So this is definitely, I forgot to mention, the narrator also on royalty share gets that link. So the both of you together could send out your link everywhere and promote this book and produce bounty payments for you and your rights holder on this link. And as I mentioned before, the book is on sale through Amazon for 7 years. So you could use this link for that entire 7 years if you wanted to. You will receive royalties and bounties on this book for as long as it's listed on Amazon. That's 7 years of royalties for both the narrator and the rights holder. And I should also touch on the fact that audiobooks are priced based on its length. So the shorter the audiobook is, the smaller the sale price is going to be. The longer the audiobook is, the higher the sales price is going to be. So the longer the audiobook, the more of a royalty share you'll receive for every purchase of that book. And in terms of getting paid, ACX will pay you on a monthly basis. All of your royalty share payments and your bounty payments or your per finished hour payments will be paid to you on the monthly basis. And it's a month ahead. So just like the example here on the page, for all of the sales and royalty share payments and all of the bounties, everything that you earned in March will be paid to you at the end of April. And it will be directly deposited into your bank account or whatever you specified for payment when you signed up with ACX. And I believe they can also pay you by check if you select that option. And to keep track of all of your sales, your profile will have a sales dashboard. Your sales dashboard is going to show you all of the titles that you have produced, and it'll break that down by sale type. It'll break it down by a new Audible member or an existing Audible member using their credits, an existing Audible member purchasing outside of their credits, and any of the bounties that you have received, and then a number of sales for each book. And that dashboard is updated daily. And at the end of every month, ACX will send you a summary, and it is available to you in either PDF or Excel spreadsheet, whichever way you want to go. And that will summarize all of your royalty payments, your per finished hour, any kind of bounties, anything that you have earned. It will be given to you in a PDF or an Excel spreadsheet, so you can download it for taxes or whatever you want to do. And if you have a little technical savvy, you could even take your retail sample or a small little snippet of that audiobook and make it into a trailer using headliner.app or something like that. You can have a picture, a little bit of text about, the name of the book, available now on Audible, and then you can include, a audio snippet or, something to entice someone to click on the link and take them right to ACX. So as a narrator, there's a few extra things that you can do to help promote the book as well. So that is the end of this video. I hope that answers some questions for you. If you have any other questions about ACX or Fiverr or Upwork or any of the voiceover websites out there, I will do my best to help you. Leave your questions or your comments down below. I really appreciate that. And if they found this video to be helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. I release videos twice a week on ACX, Upwork, Fiverr, basically based on what you guys ask to see. So hit that subscribe button, leave me some comments down below, hit that like button, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.